Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Country Marro here. I got myself a pressure washer here, and this should be helping me out on the Homestead. So I'm just going to be unboxing it and doing a review on it in this video. If you have a small homestead with animal, something like what I have here, set up like what I have here, some of the time you're going to find yourself needing to do like a detail wash, detail cleaning. A pressure washer makes a lot of sense. It makes work much easier. If you're a homeowner or just a person that has cars and you wash your own vehicle, or you even want to clean your driveway, I think this is going to be a good choice for you after I review it, because I'm going to be honest with you guys in this review. So I'm going to be unboxing this pressure washer today. It is a 1600 watt heavy duty pressure washer. It's a W6, that's the model that it comes under. And the folks over by Buy Global reached out to me a few weeks ago, offered me to send me either a pressure washer or a soil tiller. I don't till my soil, as most of you know, so I did agree with them on the pressure washer to give it a review. This video is going to be a sponsored video by Buy Global, and I'll be giving you guys my honest opinion on this pressure washer. So this video is going to really be about this pressure washer and how I'm going to be using it on the homestead here. I'm also going to be using this to wash my cars, because I do wash my cars by myself. I don't take the cars to car wash, because most of the time when you go to a car wash, that one or two people cleaning up the vehicle, they have been in dozens of vehicles before yours, and they're sitting in one vehicle to another. So I just try to avoid that and do it myself, and you also save a bit of money and get to do your car the way you want it to be done. So this is a hose that on the box here it says it's a 23-foot hose, and this hose looks like the hose that is going to be coming from the pressure washer to the one. So the one is that thing that you hold in your hand to spray all over whatever you're cleaning down. So it comes with a 23-foot hose. Let's see what's in the box again. A little glove here, like a washing glove. These are like the things that you use wash cars, but this one is quite thin, feel a bit cheap, and it doesn't come assembled, so we're going to have to put on wheels and everything like that. I think I looked on the box earlier, and this pressure washer weighs 15 pounds, so it's quite lightweight and easy to move about. I hope in this video I don't say pressure cooker at any time, so bear with me if you hear I mention pressure cooker, because I'm a man of the kitchen also. So let me just get this box out of the way, and this is what it looks like. So it's quite small and compact. Let's hope it pack a great punch. So I'm just going in. I haven't looked at the instructions as yet. I'm just pulling out from the box. This is a 1, and the trigger is quite responsive. I'm not a pressure washer nerd, guys. This is my first pressure washer. I've used pressure washers before, but I know nothing about pressure washer, so this is gonna be a learning curve for me. We have a few nozzle or heads right here, and I'm gonna see how best we can go ahead and assemble these. So I'm not gonna keep you guys for the full assembly, but I'm just gonna show you guys a bit of what I'm gonna be doing. It looks like a quite simple setup. Let me just rest this right here. The wheels, I'm gonna start with the wheels first, so you can see those little holes on the side. I think I'm just gonna punch the wheels inside. Just squeeze them in like that and you're good to go. So I was a bit disappointed at first when I opened the box and realized that the wheels weren't on, but then now it's quite simple. So it takes nothing to put on these wheels. I'm now looking where this handle should go, and I see you have 2 holes on the top there. So I'm just gonna align these, and it comes with 4 Phillips screws. I think those are supposed to fasten these. So I'm gonna get them fastened. I'm gonna need a Phillips screwdriver. So maybe that's the only tool you're gonna be needing. So it's gonna be quite simple. Let me get that Phillips screwdriver and get back to you guys. So we have the handle set on the side here. We're going to put the wraparound for your hose, and you're just simply going to go ahead and clip it down. Let me put it flat and get it over like that. And here is where you're going to have the wraparound for the hose, or maybe for this extension. The extension cord here, it's, let me look on the box and tell you guys, it's 13 feet long. So that should be long enough to keep the attachment end away from the water, because you know water and electricity don't mix. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to put on this holder here. I think this holder is for the gun to affix it to the side when you're not using it. So let's see. Everything is just a clip on, it looks like. So let me just get this over, and here's where you're going to keep that gun. So quite simple. So here we are all set. The handle is on. The little bracket here for the hose is also there, and this section here for the one, and I think here is for the foam cannon, so you can rest your foam cannon there. And for this part around here, these 2 areas, the 2 ones that you won't be using, those can clip in into this. I think I may have turned it upside down, but you guys get the drift, what it's all about. For the gun, whichever of the ones you're going to be using, the slot is set. So these 2 ends on it, you're just going to line it up all the way in and twist it. So all the way in, twist, and it is affixed and ready to go. So we're going to start up this baby now and see what it is all about. Another thing that I didn't remember to show you guys, the hose fixture is right around here. So this piece right here, this comes separate, and you have to go ahead and just attach it. So there is where you're going to be putting your water hose to attach to the pressure washer, not pressure cooker. So let's start up, let's fire up this pressure washer and see what it is all about. I'm just going to get my garden hose and come and attach it to it. We're getting a bit of leak down here, so let me just go ahead and tighten it up some more. Good, so that wasn't on the pressure washer, it was on me. I didn't tighten it well. There is no leak right now. So let me just start her up now and see what we're working with. It's quite powerful for a little pressure washer. That wasn't bad at all. Looking good. I'm going to remove these feeder so I don't get the rabbit feed wet. And then I can do a full wash down of this hutch and just let you guys know or see the result of these hutches when I'm done. Next thing I can say for sure, guys, is that this is going to save me a lot on my water bill. Normally, when I wash the rabbit hutches in the mornings, I would have this container full of water. Now, just a little bit of water. I won't say little to no. just a little bit of water. And this now, I can take this and pour at my banana root, but the water is way less than what I would normally use on a daily basis. So maybe this is going to be my go-to to clean up these hutches in the mornings. Quite impressive. It's not as powerful as an industrial type, which you wouldn't expect that from a pressure washer of this size. However, it's getting the job done. I'm going to test it a few more places and just let you guys know. Whilst I was washing down, I noticed something, that the ones to adjust them, all you have to do is just screw them and you'll get a different pattern. So here, and if I come all the way around, it's much broader. So it's spreading out, and when I come to the right, it's more of a laser type pattern. So didn't know that. I'm learning something. It's quite powerful. Doing this now, it's really powerful. Guys, I'm really enjoying this machine. It's little, but it's powerful. I wasn't using it right at first. I had it on the broader setting, so you know it was just spreading. But as I went ahead and adjust the nozzle, I realized that this thing is a compact powerhouse. In Jamaica, we would say it lick but it talawa. Trust me, this one is a good one. I'm liking it so far, but what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna just replace those rabbit feeder and move on to something else and test it. So I just tried it on this part of the house, around the roof line, and boy oh boy, it's stripping away all the dirt. So, guys, this thing is way more than I expected. It's quite powerful, and I still haven't tried the next two ones. Let me just go and get them and come back. But this one right here, the green one, this is the one that I'm in love with so far. It's my first, so I'm really loving this one. And I realize that this one can do everything, because if I'm even going to be washing the vehicles, this one can go on so many settings to do so many different things, and it's just going to be fun. So let me go and get those other two and get back to you guys. And you don't have to turn off the pressure when you're going to be interchanging your ones. Oh, I think I'm doing the wrong thing there. Take a bit of getting used to. So I'm going to hold down on the black part right here, push it in, twist, and out. Then line it up, push it all the way in with a simple twist. Guys, I'm having a grand time with this. It is very powerful. Not loud. Normally you would have a pressure washer that you need to put on some form of ear protection. This is just super quiet. It's almost the same level of noise that you'll get from a microwave. So with using this, the spray is louder than the actual unit itself. So I'm really enjoying it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a break, take my son to school, get back home, and start doing some more. And I'll share a bit more of this, what I'm doing with you guys, because this thing, it's quite nippy. I'm liking it, and it does exactly what they advertise it to do. I haven't tried it on cars on the vehicles as yet, but from doing this, it's a no-brainer. This definitely will work good on vehicles. So I'm just going to take a break now, drop the boy off at school, come back and finish up this video. One thing that I've noticed, and I'm really in love with this feature, once you turn on this pressure washer, you don't need to get back to the unit itself to start doing what you're doing. So it's not that every time you stop. I've used power washers before. I've never owned one, but I've used before, where every time you're supposed to stop, you have to shut down the unit and then start again to go. For this one, as long as it's on and you have the wand in your hand, you have the gun in your hand with the wand, you just start up and you stop. the adjustment, start up, stop. And I'm loving this feature. I've gone ahead and I've attached the 3 ones now. Well, you get 3. I've attached all 3 ones, and you get a longer piece now just to have a better reach when you're spraying. So here we go. The only thing I would ask in a pressure washer like this is a longer extension cord. So the cord that is attached to this unit, they say it's 13.1 feet, but I think it's way too short. When you're dealing with water, just always remember, water and electricity, they don't mix. So you're going to want something that can stay as far away from the water as possible. And I think 13 feet is a bit too short. We could have gone with the length that we have in this. I think it's 23 feet. We could have gone with 20 or 23 feet. But now moving around, I have to keep on thinking or wondering where that extension is, where the plug-in is from the water that I'm using. You guys can also go over by Global Store. It's going to be up here on the screen. Buy Global Store and check out all the different units and equipment that they have over there, because it seems to me like they have a whole host of things. As I've said before, they offer the soil tiller, but I don't till in my garden. You guys can go over there and check out all these things. Also, there's a discount code down in the description of this video. If you buy through my link, you're gonna get $40 off, and the discount code is gonna be Marro 40. So it's gonna be on the screen somewhere here, Marro 40. So if you're gonna pull the trigger on one of these, support the channel, support Country Marro, and just use the link in the description. I'm not sure if this one has a lock on it. Let me see. Oh, it has, this releases for right here. So the one itself, the trigger, it doesn't have a lock on it, and your hand can get tired as you go along, but that's minor for me. I'm not sure if it's going to make or break for some people, but it could have done with something that could have locked the trigger when you're spraying, so you wouldn't have to be holding down. So this is good for the average Joe or Pam out there. I think it's a great one. Just remember, you can go to Buy Global Store to get this pressure washer or many of the other pressure washers that they offer. And you can also go down in the description of this video to the Buy Global Store, where you can find these and my discount code down there. I really like this electric pressure washer. So I'm going to disassemble it now, but you guys definitely will be seeing me using this pressure washer in the future, because trust me, it packs some power for a small pressure washer. I don't know what else to say. But if you're in the market for a pressure washer and this is not an ad, I'm just telling you, I'm pleased with this as a small homesteader and for what I have to do around the yard. This is a good buy. It's also small, so storage is easy. And as said in the start of the video, it only weighs about 15 pounds. So you can move this about quite easily. I'm just thinking now about the durability, and that is the next step in purchasing one of these. I'm not sure how durable they are, so I'll give you guys a follow-up video maybe in the fall months and let you guys know how it's going along. I normally wash vehicle every other weekend, sometimes every weekend depending on how the weather looks, but I'll be using it a lot, so I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on how it performs over time. But just out of the box, it's a buy. So there it is, small pressure washer that's affordable. Well, not everyone budget is the same. If you should go and buy through my discount code, you'll get $40 off. So I think it's a good investment, even if you're going to be using this once in a while. Put in that type of money, invest in that type of money into something like this, where you can wash down the exterior of your home, wash your cars, clean up driveways and all those things. I think this is worth it. So that's going to be it from Country Marro. God bless you all. See you in the next one. Happy gardening and cheers.